Hey, YouTube. Well, what do y'all think about this situation with the Blue family? I know that's not their family name. But this guy, Blueface, and this family drama. What y'all think? Of course, I have an opinion. I don't know, first of all, who is filming this thing? Who is walking around holding the camera up to this whole situation? That is one of the culprits. Whoever it is, they got to be standing right there with the cell phone filming. Okay, so of course we don't know, what the backstory is with all these relationships with his family. My take on it is this woman with her two kids. This woman appears to be a Christian woman. She speaks in a lot of Bible type quote type things. She comes to her son's house, who has become a successful rapper, right? Apparently they have been close in their past, but I suspect this woman probably has a problem with the fact that this man has got his baby mama, or the girlfriend that she knew to be his woman, who's now had a baby. So the child is living there in the house with them, and then he brought another woman in to be a second girlfriend. He's doing his own personal R. Kelly household. Not suggesting he's done anything wrong with anybody underage. I'm just saying he's got two girlfriends at the same time living in the same house. I'm sure the mother does not appreciate that. I'm sure as a mother, she probably sees her grandchild being raised in that environment as not a good thing. So apparently these girls have come to visit the mother and the daughter. Now, I got I got all this in short takes, but apparently I see the daughter as being the biggest problem. I mean, not his sister, right? According to him, he says that his mother got tired of he says his words, freeloading sister, and then he sent him to his house. Then he was motivated to give her money to get her own apartment. And there is video footage of him giving her $10,000, right? Apparently this was supposed to be to get her own place. Now, from what she said, she's getting this place the following day. But she's just bringing the mother over to visit. As I said, I'm sure the mother didn't think this situation with the family was a good environment, particularly for her grandkid, right? So they get there, and the new girl, his newest girlfriend, does not speak to them. There's probably already been words over the phone. I'm sure mama has expressed her feelings about the subject. And I think most mothers would probably have, because remember, this boy's only 22 years old. So it's not like he's technically a grown man, and he's been on his own for a while. But for her, that's still her son. And then they probably see this new girl as just a whore. Why is she involved in this household where it's supposed to be one man, one woman, and one child? Right? So they get over there to visit. The sister goes crazy. Now, people criticize this man for putting his own mama out and his own sister out. Listen, it comes a time when you may have to put anybody out. This is that man's house. He chooses to live his life with two girlfriends. Because the girlfriend don't speak to you, because he probably knows how you feel about her, something has already happened. This sister is not a person, it didn't seem she will hold her peace. So she's probably already had run-ins with this new girl. And so the new girl knows that she can't stand her. Why would you speak to her? If I know you hate me, and you probably threaten to cut me and beat me up, because the first thing the sister does is go run to the kitchen to get a knife. Anyway, so of course, if you already got bad blood, the person ain't gonna speak to you. And anyway, this is his man's house. Now, if he can say, "Mama, listen, you guys have to leave," right? Because if I'm in a relationship with somebody, if I have a partner who I'm sharing my life with, it is my responsibility to check everybody that comes through that door, even if it's your own mama. I don't think he pushes mama down the steps or anything, but considering the way the sister was acting, going to get a knife, it was probably a situation that could not be avoided. They needed to go. And since he asked them to leave, and I saw them sitting on the couch saying, no, we'll leave when the police come. Well, that's what I used to say. I had one of them kind of mamas that every time she got mad, she'd tell us to get out, right? Since about 12 years old, she'd always say, get out. So after a while, we just did not pay any attention to her, and we would not leave. Call the police. I'll wait for the cops. That kind of thing. It's pretty standard. Anyway. But he's not going to let you come into the house and would stab his girlfriend. And his sister is even threatening her as soon as she sees her, she's going to beat her ass, is her words. So this is a family situation that has just gotten way out of control. I don't see that this dude did anything particularly wrong. He didn't seem to be trying to put hands on his own sister or anybody. He was trying to stop this wild woman from coming up the steps with a knife to cut up his girlfriend. Mother and daughter. The mother still seems to have love for her son. I'm sure he has affection for his mother. The sister is a wild card. I don't know what their relationship is, kind of thing. But I don't see where he did anything particularly wrong. Unless you consider having two girlfriends something wrong, you know. Anyway. So he puts not only the daughter out, but also the mother. Now, this girl's supposed to be moving to her own apartment the next day. So she's not going to be homeless. The mother has her own house. They're just had to leave that particular situation. Jimmy, stop! Hey! Call my dog Jimmy. That's Squeenie, my second dog. Stop, boy. The hallway's being painted now. So I've had to deal with this a lot. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, you ding blanger. Deenie bone. Deenie bone, deenie. The ding dong, deenie. Yeah, baby, dingy. Say hello. Hi. Hey, people. How you doing in there? What you doing? Okay. So anyway, this is my opinion on this whole thing. I'm sure the family will be fine. That sister is, to me, just a violent type of woman. Why would you go get a knife? And this girl, she didn't speak to you because she know you hate her. So this girl, she was picking a fight. The sister was, in my opinion. Now, you know how it is when you have opinion about people's personal family squabbles. When they make up, then it sounds like you're the horrible person. So, yeah, whatever happens. In that situation, she was wrong. You don't just come to somebody's house. You can put anybody out. They're disrupting your household. And if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to take charge of the situation. If the only way to make the situation calm and peaceful again, he's out. Remember, they're raising a child in that house too, is to tell you to leave, and you don't want to leave. Then, listen, you got to leave, and you got to respect that. And particularly since he didn't give you money to get your own apartment. You know, isn't that enough? But she was hollering about he's supposed to give me a car, he's supposed to give me this, he's supposed to give me all that. I don't know why she feels so entitled. I guess this is what happens with nouveau riche. Probably the same kind of problems happen when people win the lottery. Or one person becomes successful, they have a lot of money, and other people in the family feel like, well, we have a lot of money. Like that. So I'm sure this incidents, a lot of rappers, entertainers, people are going to relate to this because they probably had a similar situation, even if it didn't end so violently and so viral. So I'll say again, the person holding this camera and filming this thing blow by blow is certainly one of the culprits. It was a family situation. Then the wild woman sister, she's sitting there talking about she waiting for the police because you says you want to hit women. Now you going after this woman up the steps with a knife and talking about how you gonna beat her up and beat her down and all this kind of stuff, and he stops you by pushing you, and then you want to get your brother arrested in his own house for stopping a murder. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't have all the details, but to me, the sister is the weakest link or the most aggressive link in this whole situation. If the sister weren't there, I'm sure none of this would have happened. Right? Incidentally, this guy calling himself Blueface, he must have took that name because Babyface was already taken, because he looks like a babyface. Right. So they're attractive family, and I guess it'll work out. But nothing like having your own stuff. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is true. Mama may have, Papa he may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. You got to have your own career, your own stuff. Don't depend on somebody else to give you nothing. It is their stuff. They can give it to you as they choose to give it to you. I'm sure this man chooses to be generous to his mother, their relationships. He, according to the mother, he's never even raised his voice to her. If their sister wasn't there running their mouth, none of this probably would have even happened. Of course, no, the mother's not going to like him having 2 girlfriends and raising a baby in the house and whatever, have various judgments about the company he keeps and all that kind of stuff. That's what the mothers do. I don't think he would have pushed her out of the house, though. And I think if he asked her to leave, she'd have left. You're in charge, people. It's your place, your relationships. You have to, even if you have to speak against your own family, you got to tell them, listen, you need to stop. You're hurting their feelings. You're hurting these people's feelings. I live with these people. Just an opinion. I know we all got one. All right, people. Later.